Greetings, this your boy Caprapata coming at you again. Well, not too long ago we talked about chakras. Actually, this was a few minutes ago we talked about the chakras. But I decided I wanted to talk about something else, and that is Reiki. Now, Reiki Energy is becoming more and more popular. More and more people are learning about it. You know, it's a very simple modality, and what it basically means is life force energy, or you might could say spiritually guided energy. Now, each and every one of us, we have our own amount of personal ki, or chi, whatever you want to call it. This is life force energy. Well, you can actually use this energy to heal. I'm talking about your personal ki, or chi. But the problem is that you can deplete yourself. Reiki, however, is not your personal ki. It is the universal life force energy in which you become a conduit of. So, for instance, if I was to do Reiki on a client, on even an animal, a plant, whatever, I would not deplete myself by utilizing Reiki. Now, if I'm using my personal chi or ki, I'd have to do a lot of Tai Chi or Qi Gong to replenish that energy in which I just used, to heal this person, which is not a bad thing. It's just if you don't want to be depleted, I think a really good thing to work with is Reiki. Now, there are 5 basic precepts to Reiki. And I think they're real simple because it's easy to live with these precepts. Don't get angry, don't worry, be grateful, work hard, be kind, And actually the first 2, don't get angry and don't worry, actually says just for today. So that puts you in the moment. Why would they say just for today, don't get angry? Just for today, don't worry. Because anger and worry both take you out of the present. If you're angry, 9 times out of 10, you're focused on something that happened to you in the past. If you're holding on to anger, you're holding on to the past, basically. Now, if you're worrying, a lot of times you're worried about something that has not happened yet. So now you're not present, you're focused on the future. But your moment of power is right here in the present. So what Reiki does is it brings you into the present by healing. Now you can actually send Reiki into the future, and you can send Reiki into the past. And for those who get into their second level of attunement, they learn about how you can send Reiki on, to the various past, presents, and futures of people who they love, relatives, friends, associates. You can send Reiki long distance, and this shows improves with the practice alone. That locality is an illusion. But that's another topic. The beautiful thing about Reiki is that it's a gentle energy, it's simple, it's easy to learn, it's easy to do. You can't do any harm with it. You can also meditate with Reiki. You can basically go into a bathtub and send Reiki to yourself. Send Reiki to your heart. Send Reiki to your crown. Send Reiki to your throat. And for those who have not been attuned, you can also send your personal ki to the various chakras or energy centers in your own body and heal yourself. In fact, when you scraped your knee or you might have fallen down and hurt yourself, one of the things that you do instinctively is you touch that part, because what you're doing is you're actually sending healing energy from what they call the Lao Gong, or which is the chakras or the centers in the hand. You can send energy to yourself, and that doesn't mean that you have to be attuned to Reiki. All you have to do is just simply rub your hands together and generate heat, and you're activating these hand chakras, and you can start sending the energy to the various parts of your body. Now with Reiki, since it's not your own energy, you're using the energy of the universe. Now the beautiful thing about Reiki is its founder, Dr. Sui Mikayo, he taught that if you heal people on the emotional level, that will prevent the physical illness from coming back. A lot of times people might end up not healing because they might have just focused on the physical, but they didn't touch upon the mental and the emotional. So for those who have received Reiki attunement too, you know that there's such a power a power symbol that can be used, and a mantra that can be invoked to activate that emotional healing. Another thing too is that, let's say you're on the block somewhere and you saw where a fight might have broke out on the block. Well, the residual negative energy is still lingering around that area. And what you could do is that you can invoke the power symbol and the emotional healing symbol in that area to clear that energy away. If you've been arguing in your house or in your living room, you can invoke the power symbol in your living room, the emotional symbol in your living room, the power symbol first and then the emotional symbol, and you clear that energy out. Keep in mind that a lot of our ailments, our illnesses, and even the accidents that we find ourselves getting into have a lot to do with the fact that we have a troubled mental, emotional body. Reiki helps heal that. It helps to go into that level of the psyche and pull up all this negative energy so that it's dispersed. You do not deplete yourself when you utilize Reiki. Now, you can get tired standing in one place after a while. You might want to shift and stuff like that. But it's not your personal ki that's being depleted. So you don't have to do hours and hours of Tai Chi and Qigong in order to get Reiki to work. In fact, the more you use Reiki, the better and easier it flows. So for those who are interested in a healing modality, I'll suggest Reiki, to be a very simple, basic, easy to understand healing modality. If anybody have any questions, feel free to contact me. You can reach me on Facebook, Kepra Patah, or you can also reach me at kepra.patah@gmail.com, KHEPRA.PTAH@gmail.com. For those who would like to have a long distance treatment, I also give out long distance treatment. For those who would like to have energy cleared, I give out energy clearings. So just let a brother know what's happening. This your boy, Kepra Patah, signing out. Shim Hotep. Peace.